Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube imposters, commentators, or trolls. And yesterday, before I went to Kathy's, I stopped at the library store and I got 3 Blu-rays for $3. And I don't like the J.J. Abrams, however you pronounce his name, Kelvin universe. But I love Star Trek. I didn't care for Discovery. I don't like the Below Decks and the other one where they have the characters, they're cartoon characters, they find a starship and learn how to pilot it, and it has Janeway on it. I thought was ridiculous. I love Strange New Worlds, but I like the actors in these. So this is what I got. I got other things too, but I'll do separate videos on these. So I got Star Trek, and I'm not sure. These are in perfectly good shape. This is Star Trek, the first one, I think. And then I got Star Trek Into Darkness, which I believe, yes, it has DVD and Blu-ray. And I have a Blu-ray player. So I got this. And I have been slowly converting from, or upgrading actually, I guess, from DVD to Blu-ray. And I'm looking at my shelf right now. 5, 8, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 31, 34, and then a Star Trek, one of the seasons, original Trek, and James Bond. So let's say there's 90, about 90 Blu-rays. So I got Star Trek Beyond, and then I got Star Trek Into Darkness. Now I think they've made 4 of these. I don't have the 4th one. This has Blu-ray and DVD, and they're pretty shaped. So one of these days, when I have nothing to do, I will connect my Blu-ray player, which is underneath the fan, which is underneath the television. I only have one HDMI port on my television because it's an old 2014 Sony Bravia. That will change in succeeding months. And then I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with the Sony. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll probably have to put a table in there, in here, and then move it. Maybe have it as my other monitor once I get a newer set. So this was cool to go in there and find 3 Blu-ray movies for $1. They had other ones, but they were all scratched. So these were the 3. So now it adds to my Star Trek collection and my other Blu-rays, John Wayne movies, Independence Day 1 and Resurgence, Tremors. Kathy and I watched all the Tremors movies. National Lampoon, The Three Amigos, Yogi Bear, Patton. Finally got Patton on Blu-ray. And the Blues Brothers, Hellfighters, KO U.S. Marshal, Hondo. And I can't read the rest of them. And some of them are covered up by clothing. I got to put away the clothes today. So anyway, there's a lot of Battlestar Galactica, the original, Catch Me If You Can, Airplane. That's some of my titles. So there's 3 more. Alright, yesterday was absolutely horrible. Excuse me. The wind was howling. The pollen was going nuts. I was gasping for air all day. Kathy was gasping for air. I delivered her air purifier. Her modem no longer works. She couldn't find the TV remote. And last year she got horrible bronchitis, was very sick for 3 months. And you may notice the Echo Show is back because I took it back temporarily until we get her another modem and we get her house cleaned up. Then she can come over here and clean up my house. But with no modem, I found out the modem was dead. And she never got AT&T to give her another one. So we'll deal with that later. And we're going to have Orkin come in July after I go over after the 1st of June, help her clean her entire apartment. And I said, you cannot live like this anymore. I'm guilty of it too. She's going to come over and help me clean up this apartment. And Patty's going to help. And no, Patty's not doing it because she needs cash. Patty's going to help me with getting stuff out of here to take to Kathy's. I found her a very nice coffee table and something else that I cannot take on the bus. They're not that big, but it would be awkward. And I'm going to give Patty $20 for gas and probably give her some gas money because she's going to go out with Kathy anyway. But I went in there and I said, you've got to get this place cleaned up. Now, she's gotten rid of a lot of stuff that used to be on the floor. He's disposed of it, but it's still not done. And I got to hold the wonderful Caesar cat, the black cat. There's Caesar and Cleo. And Caesar is finally realizing I'm not a threat. I'm not an enemy. I got to hold him for about 15 minutes and petted him and scratched his ears and gave him kisses and told him I love him and say, I'm your daddy, I'm your baby, you're my baby. No, I'm your baby. You're my baby too. And he was sitting on the shelf in the kitchen broom closet. He also likes to sit on the shelf in the bathroom. But the problem with the shelf in the bathroom towel closet is they like to go in and shred all the toilet paper. So Kathy has to keep the bathroom door closed. And after about 15 minutes, he wanted to be let down. So I gave him a big kiss and some pets and said, I love you, baby boy. And he likes to hide under the cabinet, in the cabinet, under the kitchen counter. That's his favorite place in the world. I don't know where Cleo was. Couldn't find her. But he goes back there for hours and just sits there. But the thing is that when Kathy got them, they were 2 rescue cats. They were being abused by dogs and children and were terrified. For the first 8 months they were at Kathy's, they used the cat box. They came out to eat wet food and dry food and drink water. They hid them to the bed. And now they cuddle Kathy all the time. And Kathy says, what do I do about Caesar? He drools. Well, I once had a cat, Teensy Cat, who would drool when he was happy. And he would happily knead and drool. It goes back to kittenhood. I said, just keep a roll of toilet paper there and wipe his mouth. Don't worry about it. He loves being next to you. He loves being sleeping on. She goes, why do they sleep on top of you? You're the mommy. They want to be close to you. So he's very sweet. So is Cleo. Cleo, her eyes bug out every time I pick her up. But Caesar is finally realizing I'm his friend. I love him. So that was very nice to hold the Caesar. And I gave Kathy some money, and I said, I'll see you next week, and we'll go to Nordstrom. So, but she was in agony last year. She's been in agony in the last week or two because her sinuses are going crazy. So I hope the air purifier helps. So I'll find out today. And I've got 3 going in there. I got to move the 4th one. I'm going to spend Memorial Day weekend doing laundry and cleaning. I've already got enough food. I have enough cat food, cat litter. Don't need to go get anything till next week. And I woke up today with my sinuses going crazy because while I sleep, my sinuses build up. And so it's not fun in the morning. But I'm going to be cleaning up this area and doing laundry and throwing stuff out. And I found a bag of DVDs someone left downstairs for anybody to take. I gave Kathy 2, and the rest I'm going to take to Rasputin's when I go up that way and try to sell them And what the hell is this show? The show will not stay on YouTube. Alexa, display YouTube. And here nothing else. I hate that. It suggests stuff to me, and I don't know how to stop that. I got to figure that out. I went nuts yesterday because I kept trying to pair her modem to the Alexa show without knowing that the modem was dead. I go, why aren't the lights going on? And I realized after about 5 minutes, it's completely dead. Nothing was working. So she has to get a new modem. So it'll cost us $130. We're going to split the cost to have working come in, have Patty come over, take the cats out, put them in Patty's van for the 4 hours, and working will spray the outside, the walkway, and spray all the cracks and seal them and do what Terminix didn't do, which was spray the entire apartment. And we'll put the bed on its side, we'll have vacuum by then, we'll have thrown stuff out, and they can come in and do a proper job of getting rid of the roaches at last. Because Kathy's tried, but bombing and spraying for roaches, they're coming from somewhere other than her apartment. And that's why she can't get rid of them. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day. And I got to go to the credit union to get a cashier's check, pay a small bill, and then go up and drop paperwork off. And then, then that's it for me. And then I'll come home and start finally sweeping and mopping my kitchen floor, and then throwing stuff out here and picking stuff up, and then doing laundry and cleaning up the area around the bed. And then with Patty's help, or somebody's help, I will after the first, take the rest of the laundry to the laundromat, get the cans and bottles out of here, and then start working on the hallway and finishing that off and working on the bedroom, throwing stuff out. Have a great day, great holiday, and a great weekend. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Bye-bye for now.